Right. Good morning, everyone. So we'll start in our sort of traditional seated posture. And today I want to use a wall space to do some yoga. So just kind of look around your room and, um, see what you've got, see what kind of area you have. And then when it's time to do the wall exercises, we'll go ahead and move in that direction. All right. So let's go ahead and start in our comfortable seated posture. You can sit cross-legged. You can always stretch a leg out if you need to, if you're more comfortable like that. And just rest the hands either in your lap or on your knees, and then close your eyes for a moment. When you first close your eyes, a nice way to sort of bring yourself into a quiet space for your yoga practice is just to listen. Become aware of all of the sounds. It's a nice technique to bring yourself back to the present moment. And then from sort of noticing the sounds in the room, I want you to bring your awareness to your body. Lengthen from the base of the spine, up the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And relax now down through the forehead and around your eyes. Relax through the nose and the cheeks, the corners of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Through the neck, throat, and shoulders, down the arms to your fingertips. And then back up through the shoulders. And relax through the upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center, through the abdomen, through the lower back, from the hips, down the legs to your feet and your toes. And now notice your breath. Inhale and exhale deeply through your nose and count to yourself the length of your inhale. Count again the length of your exhale. See if you can even out your breath. All right, with your next exhale, let your chin come forward slowly, hang your head down, bring your chest up towards your chin and just hold for a moment. Feel a good stretch to the back of your neck and to your shoulders. Let your head roll to one side, faces forward, ear hangs toward the shoulder, and just relax your jaw. And then around to the back, let your head go back. And now over to the other side. And then bring your head back down to the front. Okay, we'll do a few circles. Inhale as you roll your head to the back. Exhale, come back to the front. And just take your time, do about 3 circles to each side, relax your jaw. When you're done with neck rolls, just let your head hang down. Clasp the hands together, lay them on the back of the head, add a little weight to the stretch and just hold. Good, let your head come back up to center. One hand on the head, the other one can just rest on your leg. And gently draw the ear toward the shoulder and hold. Good, and now over to the other side. Okay, bring your head back to center, eyes are open. Let's look back and forth, side to side. Good, let your head come back to center. All right, arms by the side, inhale, reach out and up. Nice stretch, clasp your hands, reach towards the ceiling, exhale to one side. Inhale as you come up, exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale as you come up and exhale. Good, and come back to center and just pull back slightly and stretch. Let your fingertips touch. Inhale as you exhale, reach out and down. And let's take the hands behind your back. You're going to clasp your hands together, gently roll your shoulders back and stretch. And relax. Go ahead and reach forward. Fingertips touch your shoulders. Nice big circles in and back and around. Good. Let's change direction. And let the elbows come down. Go ahead and stretch your legs out in front of you. And just rock your feet in and out. All right, come over onto the hands and knees. And you can take your blanket under your knees if you want extra padding. All right, hands under your shoulders, knees, hip distance. We'll do a few of our cat-tail, dog-tail stretching. So tuck your chin in. Exhale, round your back and shoulders and stretch. And then arch your back, look up as you inhale. And with your next exhale, let's draw those hips back towards your heels and then reach forward with your fingertips, drawing your forehead towards the mat and just stretch. Nice deep breath. Good, let's do our downward dog. So hands a little wider than the shoulders. You'll come up onto the hands and knees. Let your toes curl under, stretch back into your downward dog. Keep your knees slightly bent. Keep lifting the hips up and back. And then you can bend one knee, push the opposite heel to the mat. Alternate your legs back and forth. Nice deep breath. Good. Let your shoulders come forward, knees touch down. We're going to sit towards the right heel, twist over to the left and stretch. Get into that lower back a little bit. And 2, 3, and 4. And then over to the other side, you're going to sit back towards that left heel, reach over to the right and stretch. And 2, 3, 4, Good. And then back to center. Let's press back into the downward dog again and stretch. Inhale, bring your shoulders forward, let your knees touch down. We're going to bring the chest right down between your hands. You're just going to lower yourself down. And then peel up into your cobra. Take a nice deep breath. Good. And then go back into your downward dog. As you exhale. And then inhale, let your shoulders come forward. Exhale, let your knees touch down. Bring your chest down. Peel up into cobra. And stretch and back to your downward dog. Good. One more. Shoulders forward. Knees to the mat. Chest down. Heel up into cobra. And back to downward dog. Excuse me. I'm having a little bit of allergies this morning. Good. Ugh. Go ahead and bring your shoulders forward, knees to the mat. Let's bring the hips back to the heels. And just relax. You can rock a little bit from side to side. Open and close your fingers and your fists a few times. Relax your hands. All right, let's do a little shoulder stretch. We're going to come up onto the hands and knees, and I'm going to have you put your hands right under the shoulders. You're in this sort of table posture. Okay. Take the left hand, back of your left hand goes on the mat. You're going to slide it through behind your right arm. So all the way through, come down onto your left shoulder, rest on the left side of your head. Okay. Now from here, you can take your right hand and reach it behind your back. You might even touch your thigh, but just having it behind your back is good. And you're looking straight ahead over that left hand. If you feel comfortable looking towards the ceiling, you can do that. That's going to increase that stretch. You're going to feel this right through your upper back and your shoulder blade. Inhale as you exhale slowly and twist. Let's come back up and we're on to the hands and knees. All right, other side, back of the right hand on the mat, slide it through, come down onto that right shoulder, rest on the side of your head. Take your left hand, reach it around behind your back, and you're just looking forward, straight over that right hand, or you could try looking up towards the ceiling, and you're gently drawing back a little bit with that left shoulder and just hold. Good. Inhale as you exhale slowly and twist. Bring yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Good. Now bring your forearms down into the mat so your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. I'm going to have you turn your left elbow out to the side, put your forehead on your forearm and reach that right arm all the way out in front of you. So you get a stretch right through that. Kind of feel it through the armpit, through your chest a little bit, maybe through the upper back and shoulder, and just hold for a moment. Good. Let's do the other side. So turn that right elbow out, put your forehead on your forearm, reach forward with that left arm and stretch. Nice deep breath. Good. Let's reach out with both arms. Put your forehead to your mat and just stretch for a moment. Okay, from here, just use your hands to help bring yourself back. Let's do hips to the heels. And this time we'll put one arm on top of the other, forehead on the forearm, and just relax for a moment in that child's pose. Relax your lower back. Good. Bring yourself up into a kneeling posture. Let's curl the toes under. I always like to stretch the feet, the arches of the feet, the toes. Good. And then from here, you can just put your blanket just put it off to the side for a moment and then come on up into a standing posture. So we'll do a few standing poses and then we'll go back down to the floor and do some wall stuff. Okay, feet hip distance, hands on the hips, knees or feet are relaxed, or excuse me, knees are relaxed. Let's lean forward, roll to the back as you inhale. Exhale, back to the front. Change direction. Good, come back to center. Inhale, exhale, fold right into your front bend. Let your head hang, let your arms hang, sway gently from side to side. Nice deep breath. Good, let's bend the knees, come to the floor into a squat, bring yourself down. And back to the front bend. And back down to a squat. And front bend again. Bringing your chest up, hands onto your hips for balance. Inhale as you come up. Let's support your back, soften your knees a little bit, lift through the chest and lean back. And then come right back to center. All right, let's draw the feet closer now to each other. So the toes can touch or just be a couple of inches apart, arms slightly out to the sides. This is your mountain pose, your Tadasana. And inhale, reach out and up. Let your fingers touch, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, lean out to one side. Right into that half moon. Inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's come back to center. We'll do a few vinyasa. So we're going to inhale as you exhale, fold into your front bend. Hands onto the legs, draw your chest forward as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach and come on up. And exhale, bring your hands back to the heart. So vinyasa just means flowing with the breath, posture to posture. Inhale, reach. Exhale as you fold. Draw the chest forward, inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, reach and come on up. And then back to the heart. Inhale as you reach up. And exhale and fold. Draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale. And reach and come on up. And back to the heart. And with each movement, it's like your body's starting to relax and open up. And you're able just to go a little bit deeper. Exhale. Draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale. And reach and come on. Back to the heart. Good, and let's bring the hands back to the heart. And then just pause for a moment. Good, and relax. Go ahead and let your arms relax, relax your legs. All right, so we're going to use the wall. for a couple of different postures or exercises. And I thought we would first start with a balancing pose in a standing posture. So put yourself near a wall. I'm just going to angle my camera a little bit so you can see if I can do this, something like that. Okay, so you can see me a little bit better. I know I've got my lamp. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is you're going to start by standing with your side facing the wall, and I'm about a foot apart so that my elbow lightly touches the wall. I'm not leaning into it, but I've got my hands on my hips and my elbow lightly touches the wall. Okay. Now I want you to look straight ahead and just kind of get your standing posture for a moment. And let's do the variation where you're going to bring your opposite leg up, and I want you to take your first two fingers. So this is my right leg, my first two fingers on my right hand, and I'm going to have you grab your big toe. You know where this is going. But you're leaning against the wall. You got some balance. You're going to slowly try to straighten that leg. You might not get it all the way straight, but see if you can do that. Ideally, you would straighten the leg, but you have to be, you have to have that flexibility. It's okay if it's bent a little bit, but I want you to keep the standing leg straight. Don't bend that knee and counterbalance by leaning backwards. I want you to keep that real straight. So you could just start by bringing your leg up like this. If you can extend it, go ahead. And then if you want to go further, you can try to just barely take your elbow away from that wall. It's there if you need it. Good. And relax. Okay, so that's kind of a fun way to practice your balance and still have the security of knowing that you got that wall there to lean against. Okay, so we're going to switch sides. I'm actually going to turn around, and you're going to have your opposite elbow lightly touching. Okay, you're going to bring up your opposite leg. So it's my left leg. I've got my first two fingers. I'm going to hold on to the big toe. So my arm is on the inside of my leg. Hold on to that big toe. Stand tall. See if you can start to straighten the leg. It's okay if the leg stays a little bit bent, but I want your standing leg to be straight. Don't bend that opposite knee. Keep that real straight, nice and tall. And then if you want to try to bring your elbow away, just slightly, keep your balance, find something to stare at, and breathe. Good, and relax. All right, nice work. Okay, of course, we're going to do each side one more time because this is good. This builds some strength, builds your flexibility, builds a little bit of courage. So you're going to, it's always fun to do something you didn't know you could do before. It builds that confidence. Okay, so elbows against the wall for balance. You're going to bring your leg up, the arm goes to the inside, and you're holding onto the big toe. Get your balance. Try to bring the leg out. Okay, if you can extend it, go ahead. Now I'm going to show you a variation. You could try opening out the leg. It's okay if it's slightly bent, or it can be straight. I'm still leaning on the wall. This one's tough. I'm going to see if I can get my elbow away from the wall for a moment. Good. You got to stare at something and hold your balance. And then when you're ready, you can bring that leg in and down. All right, let's do the other side. So again, you got your elbow against the wall. Bring your arm to the inside. Hold on to the inside of your big toe. You can extend that leg out, either straighten it. It's okay if it stays bent. If you can open it out to the side, try that. And if you can move that elbow slightly away from the wall, try that. Find your point to stare at. Don't forget to breathe. Good, and then you can bring that leg in and down. All right, good job. So let's have your feet about hip distance. After doing that, I want you to hang for a moment. Take a deep breath and relax. We kind of went beyond gentle yoga there. that was a little more advanced, but you did great. Now from here, bend into your squat. Go ahead and come on down and just relax. Okay, so what I'd like to do next is I'm going to bring us down to the floor, and we're actually going to use the wall where we're going to put our feet up on the wall and things like that. So to do that, I'm actually going to, I have the space to push my mat kind of against the wall. And I want you to take, if you have a folded blanket or towel, if you want something under your back for more padding or support, you could put that down. So I'm going to show you how to get down onto the floor so you can get your feet up on the wall And we'd like to have your seat all the way up against the wall. So the easiest way, kind of the most graceful way to do this is to come on down to the floor. You want to sit next to the wall, and I'm actually going to put like one seat, one buttock, whatever you want to call it, kind of slightly up on the wall, if that makes sense. I'm sitting really close and I'm moving towards the edge of my mat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down into my back, put my legs up, and I'm pretty close. I'm just a couple of inches away. So once I'm on my back, I want your feet to go up. See if you could scoot in just a little bit. You don't have to have your seat like exactly against the wall, but we do want you to be, pretty close. I think I'm about like 1 or 2 inches. And just put your feet up. And close your eyes for a moment and take a nice deep breath, and I want you to relax. Inhale and exhale deeply. So this simple posture, putting your feet up on a wall, is really good for circulation. If you're standing all day or sitting all day, this is kind of nice. It can even help if you ever, I don't know if you have problems with varicose veins or anything like that, or, water retention, swollen ankles, things like that. Putting your feet up can feel really good. You don't have to do it for long. You can do like 5 minutes or so. So we're going to go a little further with this posture. Now your feet are up, straight up on the wall. I want you to open your legs. I've got the couch there, so I don't have a lot of room. But open your legs as far as you, or as wide as you feel comfortable. You're going to feel that stretch along the inner thigh. So you get comfortable. You go as wide as you feel comfortable, and then just relax for a moment. So you feel a stretch. I like when I'm resting like this, I like to place my hands kind of on my lower abdomen. Elbows are just resting on the floor. My shoulders are relaxed. And this way I can feel my breath. Inhale and exhale deeply. You can close your eyes if you want. All right, from here, put your hands on the outsides of your legs and draw your feet back up together. Okay. We're going to do the butterfly pose now. So this is where the soles of your feet are going to come together. You're going to bring your heels in, right, towards you, and your knees just go out to the side a little bit. And just relax for a moment. If it feels good to put your hands on your legs and, kind of bounce them a little bit, you can do that, or press outward, whatever feels comfortable for you. You want to get to a point with each posture where you're feeling a stretch. You can take some deep breaths and relax and allow your body to, kind of relax and open up. But you don't want to be in a position where you're uncomfortable, because then it's hard to relax. You're not really, it's kind of counterproductive, right? All right, now use your hands to help bring those knees together for a moment and just relax your lower back. Good. All right, we're going to use the wall to help us do a variation on what's called the shoulder stand. I'm going to show you what you're going to do. Well, basically what I want you to do is you're going to scoot back a little bit. So however, for me, I'm just scooting. If you want to roll to your side and kind of move back, you can. But what I'd like ideally is that your feet are on the wall and they're kind of in a 90-degree angle, right? So that your hips and buttocks are the same distance from the wall, like they're directly underneath your knees, if that makes sense. And we're going to have the feet about hip distance. The arms rest by your side. It's kind of like doing a bridge pose too, but you're using the wall. What I want you to do is press your lower back into the mat. So I'm actually pressing the back down, press your feet into the wall, and I want you to raise your hips a little bit. You don't have to go super high. Okay, but I want you to hold for a moment. You're going to feel your chin kind of come in towards your chest, and you decide how far you want to go in the pose, and just hold for a moment. Take a breath. Inhale as you exhale, roll back down slowly. And let's draw your knees into your chest. Relax your back. So I guess it's even more of like a combination between a bridge pose and a shoulder stand. Let's do that again. Feet on the mat, hip distance. We're getting the heart up above, or excuse me, the hips up above the heart, which is good for our circulation. So feet about hip distance, right? Go ahead and raise your hips up and hold. So anytime you do these kinds of postures where you're getting your hips up above your heart or your feet up, you could even do on the floor where we had the feet up on the wall and maybe put a pillow under your hips or a couple of pillows to kind of give you an incline. It's really good for the heart and circulation. Just go ahead and roll back down. It's also good for the chest and lungs. If you do have allergies or you get any kind of congestion or anything like that in your chest and lungs, doing these shoulder stands will help to clear that. You might even notice that it makes you cough a little bit, like you're expelling phlegm. Okay, so it's always good to do something like that. And then just rock a little bit from side to side, massage your back. Good. Let's open the arms out to the sides now. We've got the knees tucked in. We're just going to do a very simple twist. Okay. I'm actually going to have us go to the left. So go ahead and bring your knees all the way to the floor and let your feet, your toes rest on the floor. My right shoulder comes up a little bit. So a nice way to counteract that or to get a good stretch is turn your head to the right, let your shoulder come down and reach out. Reach all the way out through your fingertips and just relax for a moment. Good. Inhale, bring your knees up. Exhale, let's go over to the other side. Scoot over a little bit. Then we're going to lower the legs to the right. Look out towards your left hand and stretch. And breathe. Good. And then let your knees come back up to center. Relax. Good. Let's place the feet down on the mat now. And we're going to take the right ankle, lay it across your left knee. Go ahead and draw the legs in. You're going to put your right hand through the legs. Hold on to that left leg. You get a good stretch in that right hip and buttock, maybe through your knee, and just hold. You could rock a little bit from side to side. Good. Now what I want you to do is take your right hand out from between the legs. Take this right leg, cross it over your left one. So it's like you just crossed your legs, and you're gonna put one hand on either foot and gently pull those feet in towards you. You're gonna feel this in your buttocks. So just hold for a moment. Good. And then undo the legs. Let's do the other side. Let's place that left ankle across your right knee. You're going to draw your legs in, put your left hand through the legs, hold on to that right leg, and just hold. If it feels good to rock a little bit, you can do that. A nice deep breath. Good. Take your left hand out from between the legs and then slide your left leg over the right one. Hold on to your feet and just hold for a moment. Good. And relax. Go ahead and undo the legs. And I'm going to have you stretch yourself out. So you might have to scoot back on your mat just a little bit, but I want you to stretch yourself all the way down so that you can relax on your back. You can rock your feet in and out a couple of times. And just close your eyes. Allow the floor to support your body. And inhale and exhale deeply. Relax any tension through the face. Relax your jaw. Through the neck and the throat and the shoulders, down the arms to your fingertips. And take a deep breath and relax through the upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center, through the abdomen, through the lower back, the hips, all the way down the legs to your feet and your toes. And inhale and exhale deeply. And bring your awareness again to your toes and feet. Relax your lower legs, knees, and upper legs. Relax through the hips, your abdomen, your lower back. Relax through the heart center, your upper back, your chest and lungs, down the arms to your fingertips, back up through the shoulders. Relax through the neck and the face, all the way through the top of your head. And start to bring your awareness back now just by moving fingers and toes. Take your time. And then you can draw your knees up into your chest and relax your back. Rock a little bit from side to side, massaging your lower back. All right, let's roll to the side and just rest on your side for a moment. I like to rest my head on my arms, so whatever feels comfortable for you. And just relax for a moment. And then from here, you can help yourself up to a seated posture. So go ahead and bring yourself up. Good. We'll bring the hands to the heart. And the eyes are open. Namaste. All right, everyone. If you are ready to start your day, I just want to wish you a really great day. And remember to slow down, take some deep breaths throughout the day. Come back to hearing the sounds in the room, right? If you ever need to bring yourself back to the moment or feel yourself getting stressed, you can do that. If you'd like to stay and do a meditation, feel free to do that. I'm going to get my blanket set up. I like to sit on something pretty thick. It's more comfortable for my hips. I have a hard time sitting for a period of time if my hips are tight. And you can sit in a chair to do meditation. You just want to have your back away from the back of the chair. And I still recommend putting like a small blanket or folded towel or pillow underneath your hips. And you want your feet firmly either on a floor or on, you could put your feet on a pillow or something like that. All right, so let's do the alternate nostril breath today. Like I said, I can feel it in my chest. I have a little bit of allergies going on. So I like to do the alternate nostril breath because it not only helps to clear like sort of the nasal passages, but you'll also feel like you can take a deeper breath, helps to clear the chest and lungs. And to do that, as a reminder, I'm right-handed. I'm going to use my right hand. My thumb will close off the right nostril, and the inside of my ring finger is going to close off the left nostril. So we'll always be breathing in and out of one side of the nose at a time. The sequence is a series of 3, if that makes sense. You do 3 in one direction, 3 in the other. I actually want to do 2 rounds today. So I'm going to talk you through it. You can just close your eyes and follow along. Okay. If at any point it's not comfortable to do the breath, you can obviously take your hand down and just breathe naturally and evenly through both nostrils. All right, so take a nice deep breath in, bring your hand up to your face. Close that right nostril with your thumb and exhale through the left nostril. Close the left one and inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Close the left, inhale right. Close the right one, exhale left. Close the left, inhale right. Now exhale through the right nostril. Close it and inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Good. Let your hand come down and breathe evenly through both nostrils. Inhale through both nostrils, bring your hand up, and this time you're going to close the left nostril and exhale through the right. close the right one and inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Now exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left nostril. And inhale right. And let your hand come down and breathe evenly through both nostrils. Imagine that both nostrils are completely open, air flowing right up into the brain. Sort of that sense or feeling of being very open. And I want you to listen to the sound of your breath.